Hello. Hi, everybody. Here we are in one more What If live from the studio. It's been a while. It's been about a month. Hi, everybody. Whoa. Stop it. I'm going to bring some people, okay, so we can talk about the game, talk about Kinshft. Hey, Andy. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Yeah. How are things in the island? Good?
Yeah, weather's been pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's bring Greg now. Hey, Greg.
Oh,
How
hey,
are you?
hey, how's it going? Hi,
Good, good.
everybody.
Did you
Yeah,
break anything in the last 5 minutes?
you know me. I'm not just about to check some stuff in, not about to add some enemies in. No,
So, how many
Yeah.
robots did you put in?
I'm just checking all six of them right now. So
You
far,
got
so
six.
good. Yeah, it's
Six?
looking pretty good.
Okay. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
I'm gonna
Uh,
have to make those zombies really low res.
yes. Hi, Odin. How are you? Uh, yeah, so we're here in our monthly session where we open our studio to people to check the progress in our game Kinshft. There's been a lot coming in all over the place in the art side and also in the design side, making interesting choices for the game. Hello, KR. Hello, Sifri. Um, so we can't wait to show you some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. Of course, big caveat is it's still very early, so things can break. Things are not looking the way they should. It's all about testing and making sure that the game is fun and it looks great. But everything is almost like temporary because in a month you'll see other decisions being made, and
Yeah,
that's how games are made.
you actually guarantee something will break. Something's going to break. I
It
guarantee
will,
it.
yeah,
I promise.
yeah,
That'd be my fault, but it's okay.
yeah, and things will look weird, and we're just testing different things. That's the part of the fun of it, is to at least for me, to be able to play in the sandbox and see that something fun comes out of it. And we've been having lots of great discussions about not only the basics of the mechanic and the art and the world, but also very high concepts about the nature of time, which is something that we decided to face head on in our first game. Like the the nature of space time and how three people in three different times can work together as a team without breaking the continuum and without being too complex. It's just there's a lot of things that we want to tackle, and those have been very interesting conversations indeed.
It's been good. Three dimensions weren't hard enough for us, so we decided, you know what? Let's add a fourth in.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think this should be the slogan of the game.
Yeah.
The first thing we talk about is this game 2D or 3D? No, it's 4D.
The first 40. Oh, it's not the first 40 game, but yes.
So yeah, we have a little. Yeah, it's being interesting. If we can pull it off, it'll be very interesting.
If
What if?
we're gonna pull it off. We're already pulling it off. It's going along.
Oh, okay.
There's some good.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been talking about how in different time travel games and movies and books, they all have to subscribe to a certain theory of space time. Lay the ground rules, as it were. So everybody grew up with movies like Back to the Future, or even the new Avengers Endgame. They have their own rules of time travel and how time works. We kind of have to create our own in a little bit that favors what we want to do. Um, I've been having a lot of late nights thinking about those things and reading about different things. We want to have circular time as one of the things that we subscribe in our pseudo scientific base for the game. And and then all those things like start getting really complicated, and then we just have to always bring it back and say, hey, no, this would be too high sci-fi for people to get into. We want something that it's a smart game that has a cool story, but at the same time don't confuse people. You know about timelines and all of that stuff. If a 2D game has time as an element, would it be 3D or 4D? That's a good question. Um,
Oh, that's
yeah, the third dimension would be time. Yeah. Well, let's just start talking about string theory, and then we can have more. Anyway, so we have a lot of stuff to show, and as always, this is very casual, so people can ask questions, comments, whatever. You're here with us in the studio. We're gonna try and play the game a little bit. I'll be drawing some stuff too that I need to. I've been postponing because of all the different tasks. I want to go back to concept, so I'll be concepting something in the background too. And it's gonna show some really cool art that the team's been doing, character and also environments. Pedro or other artists is in the background, but he's too shy. He can say hi in the chat. But he's been doing a lot of cool stuff in trying to define the final visual of the game, and what we can play with. And he's been dressing up a piece of a scene to try to approximate some of the visuals of the game. It's still lots to go, but it's a lot of development already that makes it look way better than a bunch of gray boxes.
That's cool.
So
Odin actually is in the chat. Oh, hey. Okay.
he is in the
Wait a
chat,
second.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that just now. Oh, cool. Hey, buddy.
He is in the chat, yeah. Is everybody has to have more than one job in the indie studio. So Pedro is tonight. He's the moderator. If you say anything out of line, he'll kick you out, including you, Odin.
Yeah.
Anyway, so should we start with something like Andy? Can you show us the latest you've been working on?
Sure, you're going right to me. Okay.
Yes.
I'm ready.
It's alphabetical.
There we go.
Andy, and then that's me, I guess. Next.
I guess
and then
you.
Greg.
It's okay.
Can you can share a screen and I'll bring it up. So Andy's been working on one of the characters, one of the enemy factions in the game. It's called the Anti-Horde. You can see like on the bottom of the screen there behind our portraits, the little guy there. Can you when you bring it up, can you bring out the concept too in your scene, Andy?
Yeah, I have it in the.
Yeah, thanks. So the concept for this is they are basically VR zombies. They are they were subject to a new technology that went wrong, a new VR glasses that kind of made them stuck forever in there. So they walk around in the desert doing invisible things and chasing invisible enemies, living in their own VR world. Not very far from reality, I would say, in a few years, I guess. But you encounter them, and they're like any good zombies. They're not like they don't run after you or anything like that. They just if you navigate the environment properly, you can get around them unless they think you're an enemy in their VR world, and then they'll attack you. So those should be interesting. I'm gonna share Andy's screen, and then Andy, you can describe where you're working on.
All right. Well, I'm doing the anti-horde zombie. He's wearing a VR headset.
And speedos.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. VR.
And speedos, yeah.
It's fantastic.
We gotta have
the speedos. Gabe wanted me to go more Brazilian, but I'm kind of shy growing up.
The
in
desert,
North.
it makes sense.
Yeah, we need to go like maybe half Brazilian.
Yeah, so I went a little bit not so revealing in the back. So he's got a little battery pack that goes up to his headset.
That's not a comment on Apple's goggles, by the way. Is I concepted this before I realized that the goggles have the battery pack in the back. So it's not.
Yeah, in the concept here, there's this black. So if I need to, I'm still working on the texture. So as you can see, his face is just all burnt and black from
From the light,
the just constantly
being
in that
bombarded.
reality.
Yeah, and if you see the concept in the back too, there's like they'll have expressions, but the expressions are this very cartoony LCD screen in front of it that kind of changes their
Yes. So like right here, this little these different expressions inside this goggle that shows up on the outside.
Yeah. So they'll be kind of funny but scary in a way. That's the tone we always want to hit with those characters. Dead serious and dead silly too.
And this is work in progress. I'm working on the clothes right now, so we're gonna have these different varieties in the back. So a shirtless guy with the pants, and so I got the cowboy boots started, the cap, this guy, then the pants, the belt, and then the shirt.
It would be nice to like. What do you think, Greg? That maybe they can drop some of that stuff, and then you can collect it. I don't know.
Like get Niles a speedo, or and then send it to him
They'll
in the
drop your
future.
speedo, and then our
Yeah.
game will be X-rated immediately.
That would be actually that'd be pretty cool. If you like get cowboy boots or something, or yeah, that would be pretty neat.
Maybe they have a secondary VR equipment hidden in their speedos, like a peripheric kind of.
Yeah, like it.
Oh, that looks nice. That hand looks nice.
Yeah, I like that look with the black fingers and the bones. I love zombie movies.
Yeah, I think the skin can be even redder. Like
I'll show you that. So I'm working on that. So I'm working on suntan right now.
Yeah, they're completely red from being the desert, walking around for like that looks nice.
Yeah, so I'm adjusting that right now, and I'm gonna do some fades and then add some wear and tear and dirt,
Cool.
like dirt on his feet kind of going up, and I got to bring this black out more like it's blasted back on his face. Right now, just working on all those little features. I don't know how detailed I'll go with the. I'll probably do some more. I'll probably fade everything, do some gradients on his teeth, get it a little more nasty looking.
Yeah, it's good to have because if we decide to show them some of them like closer or for dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good to have at least a version of that has details.
Yeah, and he does have a tongue in there, so when I rig him, I'll set it up so this mouth will open. And
he'll talk like that.
Yeah.
Remember I think it was Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, that what's his name, Gore.
Yeah,
and then they made like a skeletal kind of makeup on his face, but then Christian Bale, the way he acted, he didn't use his lips to talk like that.
Okay.
He talked like that mostly with his mouth to enhance that feeling that he's almost like a skeleton. He talk like that. Watch it again. Like that's really
well, that's cool. I know that.
Yeah, like those little details.
Yeah, it's like you can have the muscles bulging on his jaw.
Like mine. and clacking. My jaw clacks all the time. Anyway, that's great stuff. Do you want, like, while you're here, like, also show the robot, like, turn it
Yeah,
Oh,
around?
definitely.
Um, I think that robot came out really cool.
yeah. Let me save this.
It's a vibe. Yeah. Maybe
It is
we
a
could like get a VR sponsor for the game. There you go. Talk to Oculus or Vibe.
it is a vibe. That's the thing my daughter says a lot. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
And then the follow up question is always like, yes, but is it a good vibe or a bad vibe?
Oh.
Oh, it is a vibe. Yeah,
Oh, that kind of vibe.
it is a vibe. That guy's a vibe. Oh, he's moonwalking.
Moonwalking. Sweet.
So those guys are the Alzalage Guard. They're sentient robots that remain from a previous era. They're all that's left from there's the robots, and after they die, they're done. And they live in this village, and they carry boom boxes around because they use the vibration of the music to communicate um, through distance in the desert. Kind of like Dune, but funkier. So we need if you have any like music composers, if they want to do some like 80s kind of dance music or hip hop to play
That would
on
be
there,
awesome.
that'll be
That would
awesome.
be great.
We can't pay, but we'll like it.
There you go.
Cool. That's really cool. You'll see more when we play the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually in game, so it'd be cool to see it live.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
That looks great. What should we do now? Should we play or should we wait? There's only 5 people watching. What a shame.
Oh, okay.
We'll wait a little bit. Let's wait a
for a
little
bit.
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them's me.
One you? I'm gonna start concepting something.
Okay, cool. What are you gonna concept today? What's on the?
Yeah, I'm finally gonna draw Lord Tobins, the Conqueror. Like part of the backstory is that after the asteroid hit the Earth, there was a lot of disarray and chaos, and the person that brought everybody together and unifying as a kingdom was Lord Tobins. Now King Tobins. And he is 175-year-old. He's almost dying. And they're in the edge where like everything can go to chaos again if he dies and there's nobody else to keep the peace. So I'm gonna draw this very old cat.
Nice.
I wonder what kind of cat. Huh?
Is it spelled the same as Pedro's last name? Pedro's asking, is that King Dobbin?
King Dobbin. Yes.
There
Actually,
you
I'll
go.
add Pedro now to this. Pedro will be his sidekick. Yes. Can you see it? Yeah. I'm gonna just start sketching. I'm thinking somebody like a mix between Genghis Khan and Charlemagne, you know, like
Okay.
the old figure of the conqueror that now is the king, and he's old, and but he still, looks that he could fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like old guy, but still like with muscles and
That's
like.
cool. So like the guy from Mad Max. Wait,
Oh yeah, with Morton Joe. That's actually
Immortal Joe. Yeah, yeah.
But Morton Joe was evil, but yeah,
Well,
kind of like
it's
that,
true.
kind of
But he's still like
yeah,
old, like he can mess you up.
yeah, that kind of thing. Or I was going, I was going to go like a bit more old man reference, like uh, Conan, the second Conan,
Oh,
when he becomes a king in the end.
yeah, yeah. That'd
King
be good.
Conan.
I was gonna say old Arnie could be kind of cool, just like a really old.
Yes. So yeah, I'll say he's mostly benevolent, um, and
I
but
was thinking on the new zombie, we'll get a T-shirt for him that says "Vote for Pedro."
oh yeah,
Remember from Neapolitan Dynamite?
Yeah, we can.
so what
I'm
kind
sure
of
I'll be okay. I'm sure no one's gonna say anything about that. We're good.
what kind of cat it should be? What kind of cat would
What
be
kind of
good?
cat?
Yeah.
Ooh, a skinless cat.
Oh
No.
no, don't do skinless. Those are creepy.
I consider that actually.
Oh,
It does look pretty angry.
What's the
yeah.
name of your cat? Those are cool.
Oh,
The
I have a
breed.
Savannah cat. Yeah.
Or a
So
Siamese.
if I do something like this,
Oh geez, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
and add some Genghis Khan to it. No, it could be more like Kublai Khan, right? Is more like because Genghis Khan was the conqueror. Kublai Khan was more like
Right.
the
Yeah,
his.
your cat kind of looks like a savannah cat.
Savannah cats.
My cat's a Savannah cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Savannah cats look more wild. They look more like warriors in a way. So
You just gotta leave your cat out for about a week, and it'll come
Yeah.
back looking.
but if I do like Lord Tobin's, he has like this huge ears, but the ears are like kind of chewed up, right?
Right. Of course. Of course.
But to show that he's been to different battles, and so
That's cool.
with some like fur, more fur. He's bald, but he wears fur. How crazy is that?
Ah,
It's like Game of Thrones, but instead of having the throne with the sword, it's like a bunch of
right.
furs from his like defeated enemies.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, so like you have like a carpet with like a cat, like
like a human skin carpet.
yeah,
A little
yeah.
more. Yeah.
Oh, Erico's watching. He's got a suggestion.
What? Say it.
Cat flamboyant.
What cat flamboyant?
That's where he typed. I'm not sure. I don't
Name
know.
yourself.
I assume it was like a reference, like, oh, cat flamboyant. Oh, cat flamboyant. He's that Brazilian cat everybody knows. You know, that guy's
Cat
own show.
flamboyant? Erico. What's
There we go.
going on?
Live from the hospital.
Oh, are you in the hospital?
Uh-oh.
Were you like doing your surgery or?
Is it the tennis arm?
Yeah, Erico's falling apart. Like every month is something different. I think he's just building up toward like complete replacement, like RoboCop style. So he has like, I like this version of Kublai Khan. Have you watched that show, the Genghis Khan show, or
Is it new?
the Netflix? No, it's
No.
years old.
Genghis Khan show. I have not. I'll look at it right
You
now.
should. This with Wong. He plays Kublai Khan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and I think that's where he got his superhero credit by playing that show, because he's such a badass in that show.
Oops.
He actually fights. I mean, it's pretty cool.
That's cool. What's it called?
Genghis Khan?
Okay.
No?
No.
Did I dream it? No, it's here.
No, I'm
No,
not
it's,
sure. I'm sure.
it's called Marco Polo. Yeah, sorry. Because
It's on Marco Polo.
always
Oh,
have
okay.
to, like, you always have to, oh, it's the white guy in the story that
I was gonna say it's like Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai. It can't be.
Yeah, it's like,
right.
yeah, it's like,
No one knows who Genghis Khan is.
yeah, it's not about a guy that
What
conquered
did
like
he ever
half
do?
of the world. No.
Yeah, it's that guy for the guy that you from the pool. You play the pool game
The
with.
guy that told the story. That's why he's so big.
Marco Polo. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I watched The Brothers' Sons. That's really good.
I heard it's pretty good. Yeah. So, how many people watching now?
I don't know.
We got 8.
There
8?
you go. We're up to 8.
Are 3 of them Erico?
Yeah.
Erico, did you tell the nurses in the hospital to watch?
Just
Come on. We
put
need
something on
audience.
TV. Yeah, it's not bad. It's
Okay. Do you wanna play or
we can play for let's play. There's lots of shows, so
yeah? Okay. So let's play it.
yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to sync it, or there's anything new?
Maybe just do a quick sync and make sure you don't have any conflicts, and then we should be good to go. And like I said, something's going to break at some point. We'll just fix it and move on.
Yeah. Everything's live here, people. Nothing is staged.
Yeah,
Everything's real.
it's all on YouTube forever too. So that's always good.
Everything you expect from game development, the creativity, the technical skills,
Oh
the lack of money,
yeah,
everything's here. 100%. Professionalism.
Yep.
Okay, so I think I'm sunk.
Right.
I'll just open the scene. And then I'll stop sharing my phone a little bit.
That's cool.
Okay, and then I'll share. This is the game.
All right.
All right. Put some
Right.
music. Oh damn, my controller's not.
Oh, of course not.
I know what it is. Let me just restart.
Okay.
Unity.
Okay. You have to have your controller. The keyboard just isn't. It's just not going to.
Yeah. My
Need some background music. I agree with that. We do need some kind of background, just in
What-
general music.
general music. I'll put some.
Yeah, just something in the background. Not right now we're playing, but like when we're bantering,
What
just kind of
about
jazz it up a little bit. Elevator
No.
music can do. There you go.
Chill music.
Chill mix is good. You could do some 80s synth. Odin's very big into 80s synth right now, so you can play some of that.
Lo-fi.
Classic.
No, that doesn't make me. There's music in the game, so.
Okay. We should have a soundtrack though. Yeah, when you're concepting and we're talking, we should have a little soundtrack, just some background noise. Very big. Yes, he's very big into synth now.
Okay. Where am I? Here. Windows. So okay, let's try that again.
Okay.
It'll work. I know it'll work.
Of course it'll work.
Excelente. Yes.
Right.
So start a new game. There's still a little bit of that shortcut scene. Made it shorter so people can just get out there. And you can also skip if you hate story. If you hate people telling stories.
You hate story.
Yes. Like some people I know.
Might be the wrong game if that's the thing you hate.
Yes. Okay, so she starts at the Nova starts as she wake up, like the last time.
Yep.
She wakes up in the cemetery where her cryopod is fallen.
And so the first obvious big change. Maybe it's not obvious big change, but the first big change. Do you want to talk about the camera? And that
The
big
camera,
one? We
yeah.
haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, we changed. Yeah, nobody's seen that we make the camera more dynamic with perspective. So now, and we also added those volumes that will activate new cameras when you need to see something from up close or from a different angle. The other thing that we added is this dash, right? So
yeah, if we fix that, so
you can walk slow and you can walk fast, like very standard. This part here, I've been working on this, still like long way to go, but when you start the game, you go down this like area, this ruin, and the camera will change to something a bit more flat. So because those panels tell the story of what happened before. So there's the asteroid, and then there's like death and chaos, and that way there's no cutscene. The story is being told as you walk down to get into the world. So there'll be another panel here and another panel here that will tell you everything you need to know. At least give you some background on where you are. There'll be a panel about Lorito beings conquering the hordes, and then the last one will be where you are right now. So this will come slowly, but it gives we talk a lot about storytelling, different modes of storytelling that doesn't need to be dialogue or a cutscene, that can be in the game. My wife's been doing a course on a game narrative, and those things have names. Like I don't know any names because I'm an idiot, but like the kinds of narratives and stuff that we want to do, it's always better to put it in the world and let the world tell you the story a little bit as much as possible. So anyway, so she wakes up and there'll be something that moves her towards like this area here, that going to the city, right? She needs to go to the city.
Mm-hmm.
But to go to the city, she needs to cross the desert, right, Craig?
Yeah, she has to cross the desert first. Do you want to show the canyon first, and then rather than coming back, or save that for later?
I would say for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has to cross the desert. Again, right now the desert is just placeholder. Gabe's adding some art in there to kind of give it some story, some narrative, and to break it up. But it still needs a lot of work. A lot of that's going to come from the new abilities that are coming to the game and the new methods of navigation in the game. So once we have those, which we'll show tonight, we'll start adding some more. Well, actually, you can even show the zombie area, the VR zombie area. There's a start there.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the idea is that you'll be crossing the desert for some time until you get to the city. There'll be stuff to do and people to meet. You meet a caravan that and you help them on a mission, and then in exchange they'll take you to the city because the desert is really long and big. So there'll be already the game already showing what kind of things you can do.
Yep.
So each screen will be like separated by I don't know how many kilometers, or you know what I mean. Like, so there'll be cuts. Let me turn this off because I need to speak loud. And of course you catch berries.
So all the berries.
This is something that is work in progress. A big crater. One of the smaller craters from the asteroid chunks. It became like a water hole in the desert, and when this is done, you'll be able to interact with it. Can we do fishing?
We can do whatever we want. We could totally.
Oh yeah,
fishing.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, it's our game. We can do whatever. Sure, fishing.
Yeah.
I'll add it in tonight. That's done.
Yeah, like you just add some fishes there, and we can add instant fishing. But we need to twist the fishes into something weird.
Of course, yeah. So
So
we have
this
someone
is-
sitting in the dock fishing. That'll be kind of a fun intro. Have someone's there.
Yeah. So if you go on the side road, this is the area where we plan to have a big like gameplay area here. What was the name? Andy suggested that we make it look like is that Antelope?
Yeah, Antelope Canyon.
Yeah. If you don't know what Antelope Canyon is, go look. Is there those really cool desert formations sculpted by wind? They have like those lines. They look really great.
Mhm.
So we decided to do. Oh, I fell into some
That's okay. I think you can. Yeah.
bug.
Oh, and then you can dash through it. You can.
I might.
sneak-
Okay.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
I'm okay. So you come down. In theory, you come down here, and we put a little bit of a temporary layout for the canyons. And you walk around, and this place is gonna be full of the anti-horde zombies. And oh my god.
Oh, there they are. There they are.
Yeah. And they don't see you. They're kind of blind, but if you walk by them, and they can detect you. So
They will chase you though. They will at the moment. They will chase you.
guys, no, come
Really,
here.
really quite clump up. They're
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
having some kind of yeah. The place is quite big actually. You can get lost pretty easily here.
it's
But there'll be a
huge.
mission for you here to find someone. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. What the smoke is.
I guess what? Yeah.
So yeah, this is where it's gonna be.
Cool.
Oh, you can also do the little
Oh
things.
yeah, because we have this new camera and a lot more. You can actually see the verticality level a bit more. We decided to start adding some vertical surfaces, so you can clamber up. Well, at least Nova can actually climb up walls. And you'll see some more of that later on in the gameplay. So it's pathfinding. Yeah, they're just randomly walking around because they're zombies. I'll make it proper pathfinding later.
It's pathfinding in their world. They it seems to make sense in the VR, but
Yes,
they should be hitting one, because I think the most fun thing in VR, and I think most people agree, is watching people do VR. It's not actually doing the VR.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
watching people punch the TV or hit a wall
Or getting scared really fast and like dropping down. That's always hilarious too. I mean, they're zombies, but that would be quite
Yeah.
funny.
So that's just taking that to an extreme.
Yeah.
So let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go to the city.
All right.
I'll put the music, mystery music back.
There we go.
Oh, this is the road.
That's the road. There you go.
the statue. So yeah, we have like different cameras that show the world in different angles when needed to tell story or to help you with the puzzle. It's a big capybara there.
For now. Yeah.
So yeah, this will be the mission for the.
Okay.
I'm just gonna blast through this.
Yeah.
So this vendor tells you to go check Nova's store, which by coincidence is her name. So she's curious by the. So this is an interesting thing that we're trying to have a static camera in small spaces, so we can frame things in a cinematic way. So the camera now doesn't follow you; it just shows the space in an interesting angle. So in this case, you find this object is a time capsule that you recognize as being your dad. You try to take it, and
Fat Cat slides in, or Angus Pork Chop, as he's now known. I'm not
Yeah,
calling him
Angus.
Fat Cat anymore. He has a name.
yeah, Fat Cat is a slur. You should not call people cat.
Gruho Town.
So anyway, he'll give you some kind of mission that we're changing right now, but like just to show, we have this underground area.
We had the underground area.
We had the underground. We don't have it anymore.
Okay.
So I fell to infinity.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the broken thing. There's the broken thing.
Yes. Okay. So let's show what we actually need to show.
Sure. Yeah, we can show the the gym area.
Greg's being for this milestone. Greg's being focusing on abilities, on character abilities.
Yeah, for Gruho Town music. Yeah. It's been last few milestones have been getting a lot of systems into place, and I've been really wanting to get to gameplay for a while, especially. I mean, obviously, combat is something we want to get to at some point, but like I said before, combat is less of an unknown. There's enough isometric games where there's a spectrum of combat from like really, really simple to incredibly complicated, and a lot of them can work for us. So we'll figure out where we land on that one. It's not really an unknown for our game. What's unknown is the sort of adventure puzzle solving element of that game that we talked about, and what abilities the characters have and how they actually traverse the world and solve these puzzles. So. I've been experimenting with a couple of ideas to give each character a base ability that differentiates their gameplay, gives us something cool and unique to do in the game that you don't hopefully see elsewhere in other games. And we could actually upgrade over the course of the first playable to kind of show how the upgrading of the ability can unlock new gates in the world. So yeah, if you go to
Where did you hide?
If you go straight, go.
We have a hidden level here. Where?
Yeah, there you go, and then now go directly northeast. Yeah, and you'll drop into a volume. Oh, yeah, a bit more. Keep going. No, you're good. You're good. Northeast. Keep going. You're almost there.
Oh,
all right, cool.
So there's a hidden level. This is the playground, right, where you test.
Yeah. So there's the clambering there. That's the sort of if you want to go over the wall there and kind of walk around. So obviously this is final animation. The goal is to kind of get it in there just to see if it's something we wanted to do. And I think we all agree that it lends a lot to the game. So here's a more complicated one where she kind of goes up a wall. Nothing crazy spectacular when new other games have done this, but it just gives us a new element for Nova gameplay, especially because it allows us to climb to different heights, have different challenges, let her explore the space more vertically rather than the world being really, really flat. And with this new perspective camera versus the orthographic camera, the world actually feels like things that are farther away feel smaller, so it feels like it's the world is higher up.
Nova's about that. Nova's about stealth. It's about being more secretive and less in your face. So it does make sense for her to do things.
Yeah, she's the agile one.
Why is she holding a knife?
Because you climbed a ladder. It's a long story. So one of the abilities that we wanted to explore was because Gabe, you had this idea of the drone. Do you want to explain the drone?
We're thinking of what would be the best kind of. I'm even gonna stop sharing a little bit. So I can show you. So we had this idea of what kind of weapon Nova will, will fit Nova as a character, and we
Yeah.
thought about some kind of rope with something that can help her climb, and then we started thinking like, what would be an interesting version of that for she's all about future tech that she can use. So we started thinking about a drone on a rope, which is kind of like I don't think I ever seen that. Like, it's kind of like a version of that spinning rope, but with a little bit of self. It's almost like animated. It's his own will or something like that, and I can do different things. So we started evolving from there, and then we end up. Where is it? We end up with this. So I'll show you the concept. This is like the latest. Of course it can evolve. We started thinking about, we kind of remove the rope altogether, and we started like thinking about a magnetic drone that can attach to a gauntlet. The gauntlet was inspired by falconry, and how people call the falcon, and the falcon has talons, so you need something to protect your hand. So that was the initial inspiration, but instead she has this drone that she can use with the magnetic powers and different things that it can do. There, you see the Greg created a lot of different cool uses for it. So let me just go back.
And the design is like it's 3D printed, right?
Yeah, it's all 3D printed. Her technology is a bit more like she has a printer or whatever, and that's how she does it. Being from a younger generation, her mom is more like about the traditional kind of hammering rivets, heavy stuff, and her dad is purely software. So, but it would be cool that she has this different language of her own kind of objects, white and 3D printed, of vacuum formed.
And it's good to use the metal too, because then it gives us kind of like a visual language in the game, that where you can use your ability. You can't use it on everything. Metal becomes a source of of that power. So if you see a piece of metal or something that's metallic, there could be associated gameplay with that. So it allows us to kind of create spots where the player can go to and be drawn toward.
Let me just go back to the game. Yeah.
The biggest trick for this one was kind of like trying to put a high tech drone into a low tech pass with absolutely no tech. So
So how do I activate the drone then?
So you press, because you're on the Switch, press and hold X. So basically, it's like a skill shot. So you kind of aim with the analog stick, charge it up, and you kind of fire out the drone. Originally,
the drone stays here, and
originally it was like a yo. In fact, you called it a yo-yo. It was like a yo-yo on a stick, and it looked kind of silly. In fact, if you actually hit a wall, it will come back to you. But we like the idea of tossing out the drone, and if it doesn't hit anything, because the player's intention is to throw it into space, it should stay there and be able to do something.
Yes.
Right now, I'd love to be able to control it a little bit with the right analog stick. That's a whole other step. And so now that you have this kind of other presence in the world, this drone you can toss away and bring back to you, you start thinking about how it can interact with the world. So you started off with, if you want to grab the drone back, we call it, and then try to hit that movable box from one side. Also, on the whole thing about this being
I'm gonna fail.
There you go.
It's movable this way.
Yeah, I put on a lot of stuff in a very short period of time, so it's going to be buggy. But the intent was to try a bunch of things and go, what direction do we want to go? So it can break things. It could move boxes forward. Being magnetic, it could pull magnetic boxes back.
So it is like, this is definitely like breaking things, pushing things. That's the most basic thing we can do. And then you started pushing, if you have the drone and the drone is floating right there, and you can, I don't know, from top of my head, a EMP pulse, or can attract things, can repulse things, can be a sentry. So there's lots of different things that this drone can do, being this piece of technology. But at the same time, a little low tech. The way you do it, you have to throw it, and you have to have aim.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice mix of like you have to do it twice for some reason, but if you hit it the second time, it should work. So you can grab objects from a distance. Certain objects you can pull back, so now you have it in your inventory. There's a lever over there that you can't actually hit. If you go to the side, Gabe, like to the left, there you go, up the ramp there. So that lever is connected to the door. You also have to think about all these pieces of this gym. Everything's really abstract. Nothing is meant to be like, this is how the puzzle will actually look. It's just showing the different possible interactions. So Nova can't reach that lever.
I can't.
But if the player has enough skill and can do the skill shot properly and aim it.
If I aim properly, I can't. It's so
there you go. There you go. Oh.
No.
Try one time. You had it. You were so close.
Get out.
Is it really touchy?
Yeah, it's really touchy right now.
Okay. So I'm playing on the PS4 controller, so maybe it's a bit less.
Oh yeah, mine is a
okay. You got this. You got this.
Market.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, nice. There we go. So Gabe hit the controller. Yay, that's cool. So we started this idea that it can actually interact with things at a distance, and that became kind of interesting because Nova can actually reach the scene. She can climb things and get around. What if there's things that she actually can't? Oh, skip this. This was like that's buggy, but it's kind of. So if you go back, we started thinking about like again, the idea that this world's kind of low tech. So what can she interact with in a low tech world? And then we started thinking about the idea of like actual like mechanisms in the world. So go to your left, Gabe. So you have to use your imagination here. Imagine that thing on the ground is a metal gear. So the idea is if you can throw
solid or not.
What's that?
Solid or not?
Solid?
Sorry.
What?
You said Metal Gear, so I had to complete.
Oh, see, wow, I totally missed that. It's a metallic. There you go. Sorry, Metal Gear. Yeah, it's a solid snake. Wow, I missed that one. Sorry, guys.
I thought you were dead.
So if you throw your drone onto the gear, the idea is a drone can actually like latch onto the metallic gear and twist it for Nova at a distance. So if you fire it on there, what you would do is you'd lock on.
I can't.
It's really, really touchy on you.
I think if I
there you go. Then you could actually rotate the analog stick and actually wind the gear up or wind the gear down, and it could actually raise platforms in this case. You can recall it back, lower the platform, and then you can jump on.
If I hit it again, it does more. Or
if you hit it again, it'll bring the platform down.
Oh, okay, got it.
If you hit it again,
I'm not gonna do it.
If you hit it again. Okay, so if you go down to the bottom section, we got some more bigger. Oh yeah, some bigger ones.
Right here. No.
So yeah, although that. Oh yeah, so that ramp there, for example, if you go down to that, keep going down. Oh, that's a pressure weighted elevator. That's something else we could play around with gravity and the weights thing.
Classic.
No, go down to the left, like the southwest. There you go. Northwest. Yep. Northwest, southwest. Okay, hit that gear over there. That's kind of in the to your southeast. Southeast. There you go. Keep going. There. Southeast. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's detached right now. So if you hit that gear, a larger gear. So as you upgrade your drone, you can actually interact with bigger ones. You can actually raise and lower larger structures. So to a point, eventually that bridge you can see on the left there, she could actually manipulate the bridge.
How far can I get my drone from? Is it unlimited?
Right now you can get it as far as you want to. I'm probably going to add like a certain distance before it snaps back. But you can pull it back as far as you want. I mean, it'll still work. I say confidently. I'll have to work. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you can also like rotate platforms. So this kind of gives the idea of Nova being able to interact with these machines at a distance. So if you, geez. Oh man. Okay.
I found a secret level.
You found a secret level. Okay. So this is one of, okay. All right. Well, here we go. Yeah, this is my attempt to get a little bit of gameplay in that actually made some sense. So you're going to have to go back to the entrance of this.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you're stuck in the lava.
Green lava.
That's funny.
All right. Let's try again.
Yeah. Can you even get there in that level in 1 second? Oh yeah. Oh, you can also the rotating bridge to your east, directly to your east. So the idea of a kind of like inspired by like a train bridge. You ever seen those train bridges that kind of go one direction, but then it can rotate 90 degrees? So the idea is, Nova could throw a drone, it magnetizes to this gear. She winds the gear up remotely, snaps her drone back, and now she can use this bridge to go across. So it allows her to interact with metallic constructs at a distance.
I am. There's a invisible barrier.
Okay, well you can go down the ladder, and you can and then if you keep going to the southeast, there's another one you can use. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, so that one there. So you can hit that gear over there, rotate the gear, move into place, and now you can actually go on that platform, move around. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So now if you go to we'll see if we can. This will actually work. I guarantee it won't, but we'll try it anyway. Oh yeah. The water pipe. No, we can leave the water pipe. You guys hated the water pipe. I'm okay with that.
I didn't hate it. It's just like
sure.
You're in the desert. There's too much water.
Okay. It was more of an interaction, or the idea that you can sort of rotate. I guess
so rotate this, and then the water.
And the water would change direction. You could push the crate into the water; it would float down. You could create a bridge going across. Wow. So just again, it was playing around with a whole lot of interactions. There you go. And then when it gets to the bottom, you can actually cross across and go over. Oh, hey, Contest is here. Hey.
Who?
Contest. I know he has an actual name. Sorry, I just like
Brian.
Hi,
Brian.
Oh, Brian. Sorry.
Hey, how are you? We're good. We've been doing some tests on abilities right now.
Yeah.
And
so there's that. Actually, do you wanna before you go there and show the other one? So yeah, so that's what Nova can do. If you want to like Kinshft over to Naomi, I can show you her ability. So with Nova, we have a drone. The idea is the drone can interact with metallic objects at a distance. In the case here, D-pad right. There you go.
Okay.
And if you go to just to the north a little bit, you'll go into her gym, assuming nothing breaks. Hey, fantastic. So yeah, so Nova has a drone that allows her to interact with metal objects at a distance. So she can use things like a clock, like a gear to rotate things and move the world around. So she can almost like reach her hand out into the world and like rotate things. You can imagine her standing on top of a big elevator shaft or a train car that she has to move, which I can show you in a bit. One is something different with Naomi. So what she can do, because she has this really cool suit on, the idea is she's able to like, for lack of a better example, she's basically Pikachu. So if you press and hold the ability button, and again, apologize for the jankiness of this, I just had to get it across. So she built up a charge in her suit. So you can imagine like electricity now springing to life on her suit. And so as you build up a charge, you basically become this like walking battery. And now when you step onto different things, you can power those machines. So for example, there's that. If you walk over to the upper left, right there, this is a much bigger machine, requires more charge. So if you disperse your charge, there you go, and charge it up again to level 3. Ding. Ding. I always have to say Pikachu when you hit 3. Pikachu.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. No, this part I think is gonna be really cool for her. And we discussed today about how she's in a time where machines dominate everything, right? So she has a lot of power to even like control machines or destroy machines or rebuild, reconfigure them, and use the charges to. But at the same time, I've been thinking about how those machines consider themselves living beings, right? So she's gonna be the most persona non grata. She's like a killer because she treats machines as machines, but the machines don't see themselves as machines. So when she, disassemble a machine or EMP a machine is tantamount to killing, to murder. Right. So she's gonna be a criminal in this world. So I think it works really well for the story. That she's this kind of person. Imagine somebody that can control human bodies and disassemble them, you'll be completely shocked by it. So that's part of the idea of the story.
Yeah.
How do I get out?
Yeah.
Get
So,
out!
just discharge your charge. There you go. You're fine now. Okay. So if you tap an ability button again, you basically get rid of your charge. So this
like
idea is just sort of two states. One is the charge state. So when you press and hold, you see the charges build up. So now you're like a battery. You're a walking battery that can basically power these machines. So her gameplay is really fixing machines and then building up a charge to actually power them and interact with the world that way. If you go down to the lower left, the other thing she can do is once the charge is built up, she can actually disperse the charge, like discharge itself, but basically like lets out like a pulse of electricity, which you can use to do different things. So for example, here, if you build up a charge, and again, you have to use your imaginations, everybody. There you go. So level 1 is imagine that ring is a small discharge. If you do level 2, it's a bigger discharge. Level 3 is a bigger discharge. So discharge now, it basically short circuits this machine, and now the machine stops for a few seconds. You can get past it. In this case, you actually can. So here, your timing has to be really, really good.
No.
Don't get crushed. Oh, you're dead. Oh.
No, not that. Not
Run.
that.
Oh. Yeah, you got to time it properly. So big charge. Get all 3 so you get like a nice big wide field. 1, 2, 3. All right, you got to time it right now. It's tricky. Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I just did this today, so it's a little bit buggy still, but that's the idea. Oh, it's really. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's your window. Yeah, you just have to charge it at the right time. You can do this. You got this. So the idea was playing around with her where she can charge and hold the charge and then discharge that charge, and having both those things do something in the world. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with that too, because she could actually discharge things and stun enemies. She could interfere with security systems. She could take over turrets. And the charge actually lets her like power these machines. So I think with this ability, I think there's a lot of really cool stuff we can do. Or a game can just choose the whole thing and run and make everything, and then there you go. You don't even need the ability.
There you go.
So
that's really cool.
It's been it's very, very early days still, but the fact that we're getting some gameplay in is really nice, and it's giving us like a lot of pieces to play around with. So really, the next job now. Oh, actually, you can go. Yeah, if you go over to the west and across that bridge, and be very, very careful when you hit that trigger right in the middle of the bridge. You can show the level as opposed to playing through it. Yeah, just stop. Don't move. Yep. Okay, there you go. So this is the idea here was just because the gym is kind of a bunch of abstract pieces. Oh yeah, you can just dash across this. The gym is a bunch of abstract pieces. The idea was to go like, what would this actually look like potentially in a real scenario?
That's okay.
It's okay.
It's all on purpose to QA this.
You can just show the level in the scene. I can just like quickly talk about it. Because again, it's super, super early pass. It's unless I'm playing it, it's going to be really hard to do because I know all the little tricks. But
okay. Let's show the dress scene first, then we'll come back because I have to share another screen.
The dressing?
The dressing of the scene.
Yeah,
the village.
Show off some intros work.
That's not more. It's like more. That's not dressing. That's just the scene looks beautiful now. That's like.
It is good dressing.
Yeah, so that'll continue to develop. I think by the goal now is to take all those individual pieces for each character, craft them in their own dungeon, and then actually have them go back and forth in the same dungeon using their abilities to help each other out. So by next, I'll say it right now, even though there's probably only 8 people holding me accountable. By next What If Wednesday, we'll have an actual dungeon to play around in and show a lot more stuff in real world example.
Cool. Now it's on the internet forever if you fail.
It is. That's okay. I won't fail.
Seems like we could add that timing. Oh well, that's Naomi.
So look at your robots moving. And
Yeah.
I can shoot them, but they don't attack me. They're passive.
Right now they're just.
No.
Oh no!
That wasn't my fault.
Why does it
collision
hold
gap.
on the bridge?
That'd be funny if you could shoot the drone at the robot and then spin them.
That would be pretty awesome.
Or
Okay.
carry them off.
You have to dash
Okay.
across that bridge
That's-
area, or stay to the left.
Let me attack the robot first. Zoom.
Oh, hey.
He's just trying to enjoy the view. Look at him.
Yeah. You ruining his. Try dashing. It might. There you go.
There you go.
Cool.
So yeah, in the actual mission, you have to go to the trip, but we're not gonna play the mission today.
No, it's true.
Gonna show some art. As you can see, some art is already coming in. Some is texture, some's not. Robots are walking around. This is an area where we're trying to dress up with as many objects as possible. See what works, what doesn't work. Some nice stickers there, and some animated stuff.
Pedro's been kicking some butt on the environment.
Yeah, Pedro is
Really good.
Really great addition to the team, and it's been built in the proper way too. It's not like me that just throw a bunch of stuff in there and then the scene becomes a gigabyte of. So yeah, he's a good artist, but he's also a good technical artist, so he can. So the scenes work well. Yeah, so we've been playing with the visuals, playing with like things like outlines, cartoon and animation things that we like. Let's get in there. It's interesting. We can even go in here. Can I go in
Oh,
here?
cool. He goes
You can
in.
go. Is the camera volume trigger?
No, it's not
No.
triggering.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we have a camera inside. It's an apartment. Where's my camera? I think I have a camera that I can turn on.
Yeah, it should work.
Yeah, it's the apartment camera. Ready?
See it?
Boom.
There it is. Okay.
Now I'm inside.
Resident Evil cam.
Now it's like this is what those robots live on. It's like, oh my god, what's going on with the light? This is a typical robot apartment in the city. Look, how can they live with just one room? They probably turn it off. It's like Bender in Futurama, right? He lives in the closet. So anyway, yeah, that's nice.
I like that
Probably-
poster.
Probably cost like $2,000 a month in Vancouver, but
Just have a bathtub in there with oil in it, and they just come home and lay in it.
okay, let's turn this off.
Oh,
There you go.
that's looking really cool. And you can see too with like the clambering, we can actually climb up on the rooftops here too. We'll get that stuff in eventually, and
Yeah,
kind of
you'll be able to
explore
go
the place
up.
vertically.
Yeah, be able to go up, and there'll be, different places you can try and look for. Oh, look at a nice fan. Yeah, it's going to look interesting. Is there anything more? No, I think the rest is the same as last time. Is it? It might be. Oops.
Okay.
So this part is what we call the glass desert, right? So this would be all broken glass from the crash that kind of melted the sand into this frozen wave of glass that will look really, really cool. What else? This is all still, untextured, but
So
You
cool.
can
It's so
see
cool to
how-
see it in perspective too. It just looks so much
yeah.
better.
Let's see if I can get to the ship. Getting
Should
berries.
be able to.
Berries, I love berries.
Lots of berries.
This is supposed to be some kind of event. Is this a boss fight? It is, right?
I think we're going back and forth between the boss fight being in front of the Astria because that's a really cool location, or in this temple. But
Right.
I think this probably be more like a puzzle gameplay. Like you have to like do something in the temple to get past it, using their drone, for example, to like
Right.
you know, they have those big mine carts and moving stuff around. You have to control the mine cart and roll the wheels to like move stuff out of the way.
Mm.
Have we landed on what she's gonna fight? Like what character?
Not yet. No.
She's fighting gravity. That's going to be her deadliest.
Oh my god. Do we have sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
Anyway, so you want to go to your level, right?
We
Show the
can.
scene. Show the
Yeah,
scene.
if you want to show it,
Yeah,
just
sure.
it's just in Primordial, in Bastion City, kind of hiding in a corner.
So we're gonna open the scene. Is Primordial. Now share.
Yeah. Again, it's not even first pass. It was just trying to take all the individual pieces that we had in the gym and put them into a real world context. So you kind of get a sense of like what a space might look like, and play like as well, like what our drone can do.
So this is the scene.
Yeah, if you look for a big green sea of green. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, just to your left.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So
People are seeing behind the factory. Yeah. So, yeah, the idea being that there's like sort of like mine carts in the ground. The green the green on green, the green squares there. So she can actually use her drone to interact with those switches and move these mine carts along these static rails. I think the idea, unless we're going to completely change it, is this is actually the bunker. Do you want to talk about the bunker? Is that
not yet. No.
okay? No, then there's no bunker. This is just
it is a bunker, but let's not tell more about it.
It's a bunker.
It's some story stuff.
This was the construction of an underground place that didn't quite get finished, and so there's like a lot of machines and things that are left around here. And because there's just no electricity, Nova has to use her magnetic drone to interact with these machines and get around this space and raise and lower the bridges you can see there to get to the space. And at some point, Naomi will also enter the space in the future, and then she can use those bridges to actually get around, reach different security systems and different interactions, and reach the goal, which again will be the sort of focus of the next
which of course is the core of the game, is the interaction between. So those levels need to make sense, right? They need to make sense in both times, or sometimes in 3 different times. It reminds me of the show, Netflix show, The Floor is Lava.
Yes.
You watch that?
I've seen it. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Now it's lava. Bam, done.
Now there's lava. We have a lava. Every game needs to have a lava level, right?
Yeah. This is honestly out of just me being, trying to be resource light and just make the ground like in Hades. The ground is just like one color, and we just have little platforms all over there. It could be whatever we want. It could be a walkable surface, to be honest with you.
Yeah. No, we have that plan. We're not ready to talk about it, but I think that plan that we talked about is actually pretty good.
Oh, here we go. The drugs run out.
Okay,
nice.
So just stop the screen. Lots. Okay, good luck, Erico.
Yeah.
No, just send a message before the drugs run out. It's more fun that way.
Break a leg.
No. That's how he got in this trouble. Good luck. Anyway.
Odin's doing a countdown on the time.
Yeah, he's watching that. He's seeing how long it will actually go.
Oh, for the mission?
No, just how long.
For us talking, yeah, we can talk forever.
Yeah, keep going.
Let me go back to my cat.
Keep cat. Do you want to throw some music on?
Yeah.
You think it's choose a soundtrack?
But it has to be generic music because we'll get kicked out of YouTube if we play, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
The life of a YouTuber.
I totally forgot about that.
By the way, don't forget to smash that button.
Oh yeah,
and
like and
subscribe
subscribe.
and like and all of
Yeah,
that.
click the bell so you get
Because
alerts and
I
stuff.
I promise people that if we hit 100 subscribers in our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
I will give out some art. But I don't think we're gonna. Are
Okay.
we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit it?
I don't know. We're at 97.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna hit it. So, but if we do, I have a piece of art, original art, that I will give out to a random person that's here, not a random person like in on the street or something.
Right. Right.
Um. So yeah, join my cat.
Nice.
Oh
No. No lo-fi music.
yeah, the music. Yeah. Lo-fi like this, like
I don't know. It's whatever's legal, I guess. There you go.
or about this one called Into Space.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like the thing you see in the background of a video, someone like doing a very low key crafting thing. Like not woodworking. Not enough energy for woodworking. And Andy, what music are you gonna put on your channel when you do background music for woodworking?
I typically don't have music going,
Okay. It's always a thing. You have to have that really upbeat music in the background when you're doing something. I don't know.
but I do add music to my. I'm all over the charts from Sunflower to classic rock.
The 80s gangster rap.
That's what you listen to, gangster rap.
No, not really.
No, I imagine that you listen to a lot of like easy listening. How would you be so calm?
I definitely not an easy listener of music kind of guy.
No.
I like more R&B and soul. But yeah, I really like the soundtrack to that Sony Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah,
That kind of music I love too.
that movie.
That one. I haven't seen the new one yet. Cross.
No. Oh,
No,
man.
I have not.
It's. I would say it's even better than the first one.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to say that because the first one is so like when you watch it the first time it was so fresh.
Yes, it's not often the sequel is better than the original. If
Nice.
yeah, that's very rare.
I think they improved on the characters. That's what I would say. Like they have more depth. They had it already, but like they go deeper into the characters. That's really cool.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Bring your little Captain America book. I hate this music.
You hate it?
Let's put something.
Change it.
I'm just trying to find.
It's kind of crazy when you do shorts on Facebook or Instagram. You can just choose just about any song you want. You know how they doing that.
When you said that, the drums are like. Now you have to say something really tense. Andy, when you gonna finish the model? Everything sounds tense.
We're on deadline.
No. There, that was my stress.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some stuff that I got from used in the game.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Fun. This one.
Whoa.
Oh, it's too intense.
That's intense. That's a lot.
That's actually a song by a punk band called Stiff Little Fingers. Go ahead. I can't play that. Yeah, I like to listen to punk, post-punk, pre-punk. That's how I divide my music. But I also listen to, I don't know, it's all rock. Rock disappeared from the charts, but that's what I like. And I've been listening to a lot of Taylor Swift too.
You're a Swiftie?
I wouldn't say that, but I kind of know a lot of songs now because I'm in a Swiftie house that people like to listen to.
If we can get Swiftie to watch our YouTube, we'd hit 1 million in like.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Taylor Swift when we need her? She's good though, of all the stuff that I've been. She has some good songs. It's not like purely kind of.
She got 3 awards now.
3 awards this week. Yeah,
This week.
Yeah.
She got I don't know how many Grammys, 14 or something.
I can honestly say I don't know any songs by Taylor Swift, and not like I listen to that kind of music because I know lots of Katy Perry songs. I just don't know anything about Taylor Swift. I'm sure she's awesome. But
Oh, I'm gonna say like Yoda. You will.
you will. I'm sure I've heard her before. I just couldn't go oh yeah, that's a Taylor Swift song, of course.
Once she becomes president of the United States, they will.
No, Mr. Beast will come president first.
That's true. That's quite a possibility.
I think he does have ambitions to do that.
That I'd like to see.
He does a lot of really good things. He will build infrastructure in Africa, and he just does amazing things. Actually,
With his own hands.
With his own hands, yeah.
he does go there, but
He's a beast.
yeah.
I heard that he's using his channel for good. That's good.
That is good. That is good. He's doing that because some of the stuff I saw, I was like, he's spending a lot of money on those things. I hope he's doing some stuff that's actually, nice to give back to the community and do something that's beneficial, and he's doing that, which is awesome. So
yeah, compared to a lot of YouTubers, they just don't add anything.
Yeah.
To society, it's good to use the power you have and the money to do
Totally.
things like that.
Not PewDiePie.
Not PewDiePie. No, definitely not.
No. Thank goodness. Yeah, Pedro say the second. Yeah, Gabe, you're saying that too, right? That the second movie has even more art styles than the first movie.
Yeah, because it's more like they go into a more multiversal situation, so they use different art styles. They did that in the first one a little bit too, but they go to India and there's Spider-Man from India, and the style is inspired by Indian graphic art from the 50s.
Yeah.
And then they go to whatever, and they really push that, and it works. I think people already expect that. So even when it's really out there, like Spider-Punk, for example, is made of a collage, right? When he walks around, it's all
cool. Yeah,
Xeroxed collage, like a punk fanzine, and it just works,
That's cool. Arcane season 2.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Pedro's saying for Arcane season 2.
Is that out?
I don't know. What is it? I should probably know this. I'm not cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of I did like Arcane, the art of Arcane. I thought it was great, but after a while, I got a bit bored.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but the story, I think it wasn't for me. But I understand the achievement it is, and the art
I
style is
gotcha.
really good. But like Blue Eyed Samurai, like blew me away. It was like
That was awesome. Yeah.
that show has everything. The story is great. The art, everything. Um,
The action is really well done.
and original too. Like the stuff they do in the fight scenes is not a lot of things I haven't seen before in any show.
Yeah, yeah. There's one scene in the second or third one when she's imagine. I think she's like imagining what the fight is going to be in her head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just like it's fantastic. I'm like that's
Oh, you said she.
well that's I
Well,
you, if you hadn't said anything, nobody. Why'd you have to call attention to it? Sorry, sorry,
spoilers. Uh,
sorry.
anyway, Appa is getting a lot of awards. They want to.
Yeah,
I'm so happy when something good kind of rises to the top
yeah.
of all this noise that we were living through. You know what I mean?
Like the Borderlands series. You're
Oh,
saying.
the boy, yeah, is a movie, right? Borderlands.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I just saw it and thought it's
It's
not
a
going to be.
movie, yeah. Borderlands, yeah, yeah. We're discussing about that, like what makes Borderland something that will work in the movie. You know, like if you think about the Borderlands, have you played all of them or the
Yeah,
series?
yeah,
Uh,
like a lot.
so the story is cool and funny and like and witty, but there's nothing. I don't want to say it, but there's nothing really like if you remove the gameplay, which is amazing. I don't think the story on itself would carry a movie, but I'm happy to be wrong on this one because I
Yeah.
love to see more
Did you ever,
games become like movies and crossing over.
did
And
you ever play the because I never did. Did you ever play the Telltale series of Borderlands?
no, I never. Yeah,
Because that's I mean it's
that's
Telltale. They
probably better on this the more story centric. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like
I don't
so,
know.
if you take something like Last of Us, which was a big success as a series, Last of Us is basically a movie already. Is a
Yeah.
story. So the translation, like the gameplay, it's fine, but what makes that game is how interesting the story is. Which is,
Yeah, yeah.
but when you take Mario, for example, like and the Mario movie was actually good, but there's no story there that comes from the video game. They invented a completely different story. They just used the characters because Mario is all about the gameplay in the end, right? So.
But also Mario's about the characters, right? Like the characters are the ones that stand out. Whereas
Yeah, the
Borderlands,
characters are well known. Yeah, but
Borderlands doesn't have. I mean, they had amazing characters, but not ones that like stood out as like you're going to carry
yeah.
a series of people that people are going to like outside of Borderlands.
That guy with the mask.
The guy with the mask, he was great.
He's the guy with the mask is the main character, right? Of Borderlands. The
Oh,
one
the
that
guy in the
people
front, the
know.
front cover? No.
No, the one that people know, right? That it's. I know it's not, but like, it's the one that people connect to
Right. Yeah.
when they say Borderlands. You see the image, right? The
Yeah, that guy, who's
so
just a grunt raider. Yeah.
yeah, so they might make him a bigger character because it's so symbolic of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Fennec, the first enemy of the game. Oh, I thought it could also be like you woke the wrong dog. I forgot that guy's name was. Claptrap, yeah. And Tina, was that her name? Tiny Tina? Tina? I don't remember.
So yeah, if you take games like I don't know, like I cannot say what is Mario's greatest adventure. You know what I mean? Like let's adapt Mario to a movie. We'll use that story. You know what I mean? There's no
Right.
it's like when you adapt a Marvel movie, you take the best stories of Marvel and you try to be as close as possible to. But Mario without gameplay is basically a setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just is oh yeah, there's memorable characters because they've been in your face for 40 years, right? So Mario, but like Mario's not an interesting design. Like you look at him and you didn't know who Mario was, would you think, oh, what a great character, you know? I don't think you would. I think
Want to follow this guy around? No,
yeah,
probably
exactly.
not. No.
It's just because he's being, our friend going on adventures like for years.
Years and years and years.
So you can't excuse his mustache, you know. He has this weird mustache just because he's Mario. Um, if you had to adapt one video game to a movie that hadn't been done yet, which one would you like to be adapted?
One game to a movie? Oh, geez. Wow. I started watching Halo and I didn't like it at all. Not that I was a huge Halo fan, but one game as a movie? Duke Nukem? That could be kind of funny. It'd be all one-liners. Basically an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but with Duke Nukem. It's all one-liners in action.
Redneck Rampage.
Yeah, but that's the kind of game that would be terrible as a movie because it's a game that copies tropes from movies, from action movies. You already have the action movies. You don't need a game that is the copy of an action movie to become an action movie,
Right?
Because there'll be nothing original about it, right? That's what my point with games like Borderlands, that they're original enough, just as a story or as a concept, to be adapted to a movie.
No, it's fair.
Even when they talked about Last of Us and people just go, it's just a zombie thing, like it's not gonna be interesting enough because it's just zombies.
But then they haven't played it then, because Last of Us I could see as an exception. Like that's
exactly right. But then when Last of Us, you go, okay, yeah, you don't know anything about this. It's not about the zombies at all.
Yeah.
But in the best moments of the Walking Dead is also not about zombies. So even that is not a guarantee that it's going to be different enough in the eyes of people.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was so good because even the zombies are more interesting because of the fungus and so yeah, that one was really good one.
Owen's asking if I didn't like Halo. No, I mean I wasn't the game. I didn't mind. I wasn't like a massive Halo fan. I liked Halo. I didn't like the movie just because it. I don't know. It feels like
the series.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It felt more like Gears of War kind of idea. It's more like a story about army buddies versus like Master Chief and these aliens and stuff. And I'm sure if I watched it longer, I'd probably get into it. But I just
right. So what is Halo though? Yeah, I played Halo like a long time ago, like everybody. But like if you can't remove and create, like what is the concept of Halo? It's a high sci-fi kind of thing with the big moments of Halo are cool, with the ring and all of that.
Yeah.
But all of that is taken from classic science fiction. Classic science fiction, so if you turn Halo back into TV or movies, it might not be original enough. Same deal, right? It's unless and Master Chief is what is that character? He's based on a visual, like it's just because it's cool looking, or like does he offer anything more than just a cool visual?
It's hard to say. I don't know enough about the entire Halo series to go there, but for me, the Halo series it was less about Master Chief and more about the world and this like the mystery of like the Halo and the Covenant, and that was what was really cool. And the series where it started was all about the Chief and the soldiers, and I missed that part of it. But it's probably for Halo fans, like a more modern Halo.
Yeah, and how do you define, like, if you had to describe Master Chief in one line or two, but without describing how he looks like, which is always
Right.
the razor for a good character.
Right.
How do you describe Master Chief without saying he's this guy, like Robo guy in armor that never shows his face? That's not what the character is about, right?
Right.
That's just how it looks.
I think Pedro's a big fan.
Sorry, Pedro, was shitting on Halo.
No, he says it's good series. Maybe it is. Yeah.
No, I
I
love playing Halo in the Xbox
Yeah.
when it came out.
I
But
didn't say it was a bad series. I just said it wasn't. The show wasn't a huge fan. Appreciate on Halo. Yeah.
I heard the show was being like criticized for not being too closed to what Master Chief is about, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently, he removes his helmet like a lot,
Right.
and then I saw that. I thought it was the actor that said like, "Oh yeah, I cannot emote with this thing on," like, so you remove it. But then we live in a Mandalorian world.
Right.
Where you can have an entire series or most of it with the main actor behind a helmet.
They're doing another Tron movie. Yep.
Whoa.
That's.
I think I heard about that, but it's not a continuation. It's another kind of entirely. It's not a continuation from that movie from 2000 something. Halo. Tron Legacy, right?
Tron Legacy. I don't know.
With what's his name? Garrett. What's his name? The guy that's played Galaga in the Avengers. He's the main character. He's the main actor. In that.
Oh.
Oh, it's missing it.
I feel bad now for shitting on Halo. I didn't actually shit on Halo. I just thought it wasn't for me. I didn't say it was a.
No, but
you
just talk about the show, not like
Yeah, I mean,
the game is still great. It's just the show that you say that you didn't get. Right?
I only watched the first episode, and it didn't like strike me as like, oh my god, I want to get into this. But I'm sure if I would give it a couple more episodes, it might do that. So
would you? And if you were a big Halo fan, do you think you would be super interested in seeing, or just
starting to worry? No, I don't know.
Well, here's since you worked on Resident Evil, I thought those were good movies.
Yeah, those were a couple of good ones for that. That was
you worked. How many Resident Evils you worked on?
Just the one. That
Raccoon City Operation?
Yeah, that no one should ever play. Wasn't entirely my fault, but we'll take some responsibility. Yeah.
It was
Resident
not
Evil's different.
entirely your fault. Come on.
What's that? Nah.
I keep telling people it was entirely your fault. So
okay, that's fine. Yeah, I had that kind of power. Yeah.
It kind of went downhill when they went 3D, because when they were just doing painted backgrounds, it was so beautiful for the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave you a really creepy feeling when you were playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very unique when it was. Yeah. So for like, how much can you tell how much interference you got from the Japanese
for Resident Evil?
And how much they got involved? Were you doing that?
Oh man, no, it was a weird. I mean, again, I wasn't like in with the owners of the company, so I don't know all the fine details, but I just know that they had made SOCOM and somehow locked down this deal by basically promising Capcom they could build like a full-blown Resident Evil game with a single-player co-op campaign and multiplayer in like a 2-year time span or something like that. It was like it was insane, because the studio had only ever done like SOCOM Online, which is like only online, only multiplayer, single maps, no AI. And instead of making a game like Resident Evil where everything is so AI based, like it was a kind of, you signed up for failure basically. And so they got involved. I can't remember how many months into it, but when they saw it was like tanking, they kind of came over and took a look at it. And it was that was tough, and it wasn't the team's fault at all. The team was actually amazing, and still pulled off, like, you know, when you look at where they started and the game they ended up with, it was pretty incredible. Like their efforts, just
That's usually the case, right? You usually have like the team is just doing, is just marching through like a
yeah.
really.
I mean, if you give that team like the proper dev cycle in a game like that, they probably could have they probably could have done a really good job. Because it's hard to just make a Resident Evil game out of the box, but
Yeah.
plus, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff behind that. Oh yes, that's right. They sold it. That's what it was. They sold it as because it was for North American audience. It was like a Call of Duty Resident Evil. That was kind of the idea. It's like Call of Duty but Resident Evil. And that studio had done SOCOM, so that's kind of like Call of Duty. It's nothing like Call of Duty. And so I think that was kind of the pitch. So the game was supposed to be like, rather than one gun and a few bullets, it was all about this squad of like super soldiers with all these bullets, which is completely counter to a survival game. The whole point of a survival game is you have limited resources and you're overpowered. The minute you don't do that, it's not a survival game anymore. So the concept itself was kind of doomed, and it was a hard project. It was my first like hard grind of a project, and I worked at EA before that on 2 games. So
yeah, sometimes video games are like that, right? You put out these cool ideas on paper and you go like, yeah, of course we can do this, and you promise to the execs, and then the team has to just find a way to do it, and sometimes make like a miracle out of thin air.
Sometimes, but
sometimes
it's a lot of pressure. That's how people get burned out too. But
yeah, all too real. Cool. How's my cat?
It's looking cool. I know he's supposed to be a hairless cat, but I don't know.
Right.
I'm looking at the hair kind of the tied back braided hair of the character.
Oh, of Genghis Khan?
Yeah.
Well, he can have a fake kind of.
Fake? Or maybe he could braid his ear hair. He has like ear hair coming out. He kind of braids that, and I don't know. Make a ponytail. There you go.
Or maybe he's a hairless cat just because he's been losing his hair because he's so old, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be naturally hairless.
War changes you. It does. He used to be a house cat.
Yeah. It's like the movie that I'm the most excited about is 100% Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah.
That series is for me is the best series by far. Like there's no Star Wars or anything. Like the way they treat the characters and the way they develop Caesar like as a character, and now like the next movie is like 100 years after Caesar's death or something like that. That's my jam. I love that kind of stuff.
That's cool. I'll have to go and watch. I think I saw the first 2 of them, but I haven't seen the last 2. There's 4 and 12 right now, right?
There's 3 now.
3? Okay.
There's 3 now, and the third one is War for the Planet of the Apes. And the second one's still the best, but the third one is probably the second best. It's just, I watched it the other day, and those apes, man. I love those apes.
Come a long way since the 70s.
I was a big fan of the original. It was one of my favorite. Like, I used to watch it all the time. And as much as they're like really, really, even the first one is not great, but like they start becoming worse. Because of
they do get worse. That's true.
Because of the lack of budget, like you can see that they couldn't do much. But even though, like, I love I guess it stayed with me because we're making this game, but the nature of the circular nature of the time travel. Speaking of time travel, how it is a closed loop, right? Because if you remember the first one, they arrived on Earth
Yep.
and in the future, and then the second one they destroy Earth. There's the atomic bomb, the people that worship the atomic bomb, and in the end, the bomb goes off. Everybody dies, Charlton Heston and everybody else. But then two of the apes escaped, right?
Right.
Cornelius and Kira.
Yep.
And they escape in the same ship, and they go to the same wormhole, and they go back into our time. And then they're chased because they're freaks. They're the apes that talk, and the turntables. And they die, but their baby survived. The baby is Caesar.
Baby
right?
is Caesar. Yeah. Yeah.
So it is circular because for them, for the Planet of the Apes to have happened, they would have to travel back with the same spaceship. So it is a closed loop. And I always was fascinated by that, like how the story was great, even though the movie was so shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that seeing the first one. It was like a world I wanted to explore, and I kind of wish they'd done more of that world.
I recently read the book. Like I never had read the book.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was curious because I knew it was based on a book in a French sci-fi book.
Yep.
I read it, and it's weird. They changed quite a bit, actually. It was not a good book. I mean, like, I don't know. It might be like, I didn't like it compared to the movie. I think the movie made it better.
Yeah. I will say this though, you gave me a hard time for spoiling Blue-Eyed Samurai, and you just blew the entire 6 films of Planet of the Apes out of the water.
A spoiler from a movie from the 70s.
From that long ago? No, it's fine.
I think the first one was 1972. Like, yeah, it was really.
Yeah, it was really early. In Charlton Heston's heyday when he was a sci-fi guy.
Was he a sci-fi guy though? Yeah.
He was Omega Man. Planet of the Apes.
What else?
I should know all this. Hang on. No, not Logan's Run. Thinking of no, not Logan. Oh man, it's because I'm getting old now. Getting old because I can't remember Charlton Heston's movies. That's how I'm getting old. Omega Man. Oh, Soylent Green, of course. Soylent Green. Classic.
It's made of people. Oh, spoiled
another one. Oh man.
I spoiled another movie.
They'll remake it at some point if they haven't already.
For me, like the remake is the Futurama, the Slurm,
right?
From season 1. Yeah, that one was perfect. Parody of that. So yeah, but Planet of the Apes, I think the next one's coming in a month, something like that. So
that's cool. I'll check it out.
See what happens to the apes. It's not Caesar anymore,
right?
100 years in the future, but in the future of the future.
That would be cool.
Well, they found another ape to follow.
Right. He was the first great ape, right? There's the whole
He was the first grade A. What?
Great ape? Isn't that in the very first movie they talk about Caesar in the very first Planet of the Apes, the very first Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah. There was a statue of Caesar.
Yeah, he was the lawgiver or something like that. Yeah. I
gotta go watch those.
I'm surprised I haven't watched that. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd.
Yeah.
Monkeys prosthetics.
You should, because a lot of the other franchises for me are losing a little bit of their appeal. But this one is a new franchise that really, I want to keep following. going forever as long as they make good movies. It's good that they're popular, but not too popular, so they have to be watered down a little bit.
Right.
I'm assuming they're not as popular as Star Wars or anything.
I'm sure they're not. No, but
to have like maybe some spin-offs on Disney Plus with different apes, like Star Wars does.
yeah, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, see the ape that you saw in the movie in a scene. We're gonna make an entire new
His own series. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer in modern day. Modern day. It's like She-Hulk, but with apes.
what will be the name of the show? No.
Ape Attorney. No. Monkey Bar. The Monkey
It's kind
Bar.
of like the shows that Homer watches in The Simpsons. Hail to the Champ, and there was
Night Pedro. It's like Jesus.
oh yeah, Pedro is like
Midnight over there.
Likes yeah, Pedro like we're just shooting the shit now.
Good night, Pedro.
Yeah.
As Odin was saying, it's 1/4 game and 3/4 art, and the stream is now mostly other games and banter,
Yeah.
which is fine. Banter's good.
Banter's good. You know, I love banter. I'm the superhero. I'm the superhero of banter. I can banter like for 24 hours. I'm kind of like, I don't know, the Hulk of banter.
That is a skill I do not have.
I'm David Banter.
David Banter.
To transform himself in the Hulk, but instead of becoming strong, he can talk. Like he can talk people. That's how he defeats his enemies. Like he talks
verbally exhausts them, so they just get tired.
Yes, talks them into submission. David Banter transforms into what will be the name. Anyway, so
That's looking cool.
Yeah, I need to do the rest. I'm just doing his face and his hands forever. Okay, let's speed this up.
Oh, that's cool.
It's funny how the cats became this big thing in the story when originally it was just a throwaway character that I drew for that scene, the fat cat character, and then we start thinking about like how they'll become some kind of an empire.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Calico Empire.
Empire Cats. I'm into that. That's fun.
Yeah. Because in the end, in the Chimeric Age, there will be a big conflict between, animals and plants and fungi, and the cats will represent the animals. They are
the last.
They are nature's perfect killer. So, do we have anybody left, or everybody left without this?
I think we have Odin still. He's downstairs playing. I'm not sure what he's playing. What are you playing right now, Odin? Trailmakers. No. Monkey Tower Defense. I think he's playing Monkey Tower Defense.
Monkey Tower Defense? Is that good?
Yeah, it's not called Monkey Tower Defense. It's a pretty cool looking game, actually. Good character design. 5 still. Oh, it's still 5 of us. Okay, cool. Nothing. Okay.
So big belly. He has a big belly. What's up with cats?
Bloons Tower Defense. There we go. Okay, there we go. Everyone in the chat has except me. Yes, Bloons Tower Defense 6.
It's not monkey. It's balloons.
It's balloons. BL.
Oh, okay, balloons.
Is it because balloons? Wait, balloons are good things. Balloons are bad things, right? And that's the way it works. It's got a pretty massive community. It's a very like people are streaming about.
Oh no,
strategy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks like a cool game. Like it looks like a really cool
We
game.
looked at all the Blooms game when we were looking at benchmarks for games that make money. Those games make a ton of money.
Yeah, well, the character design is pretty cool. The monkeys are really well done, and lots happen on the screen, which is always nice.
That's all you need for a good game, right? Correct.
Yeah, just good character design and it's just
Good looking monkeys. That's
good looking monkeys. There's a good game for you. Good looking monkeys.
What else have you been playing lately?
I've been playing. I mean, again, once Odin kind of mastered all the Zelda games and got bored of them, we went on to Elden Ring. I've been playing that like quite a bit actually. Like we're on New Game Plus 3, I think, the third playthrough. Which, yeah, if you haven't played, it doesn't mean anything, but it's getting progressively harder.
I have not played because I don't have a console.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Eventually, if I'm feeling console, I'll buy a console. Because now you can buy a PlayStation 5, right? You can just actually walk into a store and buy one.
Yeah, apparently that's crazy.
That's incredible. Yeah. So maybe one day I'll buy it. I think
we saw a PS4, so and it actually runs pretty decently on PS4.
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to buy a PS5 because I wouldn't. There's not enough games that make it worth it for that I play because I don't play enough games to.
Usually, people just buy console for 1 or 2 games that they want to play, right? The rest is just a bonus.
I guess so. That console was actually a gift a long time ago, so I haven't bought a console in like ages. Well, I guess the Switch. Okay, the Switch actually counts, and that was a Switch. I mean, obviously, you got to buy a Switch.
No, I do have a Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't count. Doesn't count. It's a good console, but it's getting a bit long on the legs.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what Nintendo comes with next.
Yeah, it's been a while since the last console.
Yeah, and there's no news about it. Like
they were working on one for a bit, and they abandoned it.
It was the Switch 2. It was kind of like the Switch 2.
Oh, was it? I thought it was like a brand new. Oh, okay.
No, I think they were going to make a Switch 2, but they decided to scrap it. I don't know. I remember seeing something like that, but because Nintendo was never about just increments, right?
Yeah,
never all about like, oh, just put more memory, make a different case, and that's it. They will actually try to reinvent the wheel quite a bit.
Like the Wii and then the Wii U.
Yeah, the Wii U and then the Switch. The Switch was a big hit. Right?
Switch was a big hit. That made sense. Yeah. Wii, not so much.
What about that thing with the cardboard that they?
Oh yeah, I don't know how well that did.
Labo, the Labo.
Yeah. I haven't heard much about it, so I don't know if it was a big thing, but.
Yeah, probably not. Probably just like very niche for people who like to play cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
There was also the Mario thing, the Mario like AR that you can drive a real Mario Kart.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how that one did too.
It feels a bit gimmicky. I could be wrong, but yeah.
It is. I think what a lot of people don't realize is that people don't have space in their houses. Like all these executives will go, yeah. So you drive around your mansion with like
your mansion, exactly.
Yeah, with the big dinner table with like 18 places that you can drive around.
Yeah.
With most people, it's kind of like when the Kinect came out.
Right. Yeah.
And people couldn't make the TV be far enough.
Yeah.
To read. Because most people live in tiny apartments. And that's why you buy a video game, because you don't have anything else, to do.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to sit on my couch, my controller, and just big screen.
I guess we're running to 2 hours now, and I guess we might as well end here, right? I'll finish this drawing offline, and then I'll send it to people.
It's
It's
cool.
gonna take me a while. I want to draw a really cool cat. Um, yeah, so lots of good stuff, lots of new things coming in. Next month will be even more. Uh, we're running toward getting a playable that we can show it to people,
Yeah.
and that people can play and give them their honest feedback. Also for publishers and stuff like that that are interested in concept. So we'll keep driving toward that direction, and you guys are gonna see more and more. Thanks for the people who showed up, and see you guys soon.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.